Good morning, good morning. This very important chapter. I know you will like it. Please share the video. I want to go straight to the chapter and to the topic, the content. The bettering our education system. Bettering our education system. Like I always tell you, I always drop information here, and most of my video I used to say one simple thing. Nobody is an illiterate. No one is an illiterate. That you speak good English does not make you literate. And that you don't speak English at all, or you don't know how to speak languages or any language, does not make you or made you an illiterate. There is a field, or there must be an area you will do better. And that is what I want us to look into today. How we can better improve the educational system of where you are now. If you support this my video and agree with all these points I'm going to drop here, drop your support at the comment section. Now let's go to it. Because there is nobody, because there is no one tag illiterate, and because there must be an area you are doing better. If you are not doing good in learning languages, to be a good English speaker, or to be a good Dutch speaker, or to be a good Yoruba speaker, Igbo speaker, Hausa speaker, German speaker, Italian speaker, all the languages in the world. There are people who are good to learn languages very fast. To the extent, within 3 months, 6 months, they will boast of the basic understanding of every language they put their head or brain into. But there are some people, give them 10 years, the basic or the foundational part of that language, they cannot boast of understanding it or even to speak it. But that does not make them an illiterate. There are some people who are very good in mathematics. But when it comes to literature, they will tell you they know nothing. That even if you teach them 10 years to know things about literature or languages, it doesn't enter their head. Does that make them an illiterate? There are some people who are good in fashion designing. There are some people who are good in art. If they draw map here, or if they draw something, they can even draw you. If they are looking at you, they will make something and it will look exactly like you. But when it comes to mathematics or speaking languages, because English is a language, it might not be your language, it's not even my language. I have my own mother tongue. And when I speak it, an Englishman that belongs to English country will never understand my language. Just the same way I find it difficult when I was learning his own language, the same way I find it difficult to know his own language. So what are we saying? That nobody is illiterate. It led for you to find out the area you can do better and channel your attention in that area. Before you know it, someone or people will locate you in that area. Are you a hairmaker, fashion designers, artists, furnitures, people who a painter, shoemakers? Don't neglect them. Shoemakers, do not neglect them. Over here in the country where I am, they don't neglect them. There was a time I want to have an extra key for my bike. I needed an extra key because the one I'm using is bending. So I need an extra key. It was a shoemaker who learned how to make that key, made the key for me, and I have to pay big money. So because I'm a teacher, I should never call that shoemaker or that key maker an illiterate. Rather, I am an illiterate to that shoemaker because I cannot make what he or she is making. But in my own area, him too is an illiterate because he doesn't have methodology of teaching. You see where I said you should never tag anybody illiterate. There is something in the life of everyone that person can do better. Only that some people has no time to find out what they can do better, and they become literate of that field and the illiterate of the other field that they cannot do better. A graduate whom you think is not an illiterate is an illiterate to some particular field that he or she cannot do better or know nothing about. So you see, with this, some of us are illiterate of some field, while literate of some field. Now let's go to educational system. That is why I'm here. We need an educational system in our country that will make people to understand that nobody is an illiterate, that will help people to find out their talent, where they belong, starting from primary school. Because it is you and I, we agree that it is from the time of primary school, people begin to dictate, this person is an illiterate, this person is an illiterate, this person is smart, this person is intelligent, this person is not. So I suggest that the educational system of our land, of that place where you are listening to me, if their educational system is not based on finding out the people's talent and never tag them illiterate, then the education system of your land have to change. From the primary school, here we call it basic school. In Nigeria, we call it primary school, and in so many countries also. From primary school, we have primary 1 to primary 6. And here we have primary 1 to primary 8. Primary 8. All of them are the same age. So now, from primary 8 over here, some are being prepared at the level that they will enter in the secondary school. Is it the practical section this person have to go? This person has to go to this section or this section. But in the country where you are, they tag that person who cannot do better academically in writing and reading. They tag that person an illiterate and never try to help the person to find out where he or she become literate of, where he or she can do better, to find out he or she talent, and also help him or her to put her or him in the secondary school or technical school or practical section where she or he belong. I wish, but I pray, and that's my plan, that the Almighty will help all of us. Then we will have this education section where we will have a school where all these things will be practiced. So let's go to where we are saying, from primary school, the person will do common entrance, right? And enter secondary school, JS1. From JS1, that person will go to JS3. And also finish JS3 and go to SS1. This person is still reading and writing and never find out where he or she belong. Now, I'm going to tell you in the next video. Please share this video. Follow me to the next video because this video is now almost 10 minutes. Let me briefly say something before I conclude what I'm saying in the next video. Now, I want us to look into this matter so that you can share this video to any school owners, to any school you know, to government school where you know. Tag them, share it, that the educational system of your land need to be improved and get better so that the people we call illiterate, we will help them to find out the talent in them and put them where they belong and find a teacher who will teach them their talent, who will help them build their talent. In a bigger school like secondary school, when some people finish primary school, if that person cannot read very well and write very well, check the talent of that young man or that young boy or that young girl. Maybe she cannot do better in writing and reading. Find out the craft. Find out the handwork he or she can do better. Put her in that secondary section, technical section, where he or she belong. Because you have to find out from primary 6 what this person can do better. And then you will channel him or her to the secondary school side where he or she can learn that hard work. Some people are good cook. If it's a catering, every secondary school is supposed to have a catering section. Every secondary school is supposed to have hairdressing section. Every secondary school is supposed to have fashion designing section. Every secondary school is supposed to have artists, the people that want to do art, drawing, painting. Every secondary school is supposed to have all the practical section to find out the talent of our children. So you don't label them illiterate or tag them illiterate when there is a hidden talent in them. This is supposed to start from primary 6. Then you push them to that secondary school where they belong technically, practically. And those in the section of reading and writing, those who want to become a doctor, those who want to become a lawyer, they also have their own section in the secondary school. Then you start building them up. By the time they enter SS1 and go their final exam, this person has become at least 30% master of her destiny. Share this video and join me to the next video. I will tell you more how we can improve our education system. And you find out that we have no illiterate in our land. But the education system have made it look like some boys, some small boys, girls are illiterate. And with this comment, some of our girls and boys being frustrated and channel their energy in a negative way of life. Share this video. Tag all the school owners. Tag all the public school. We need these boys and girls to know and find out their destiny. Let's go to the next video and discuss more. God bless you as you share the video.